it's Steph with Tiny's Garden. Welcome back on this fabulously stylish Friday. It is cold here, so I've got my coziest jacket, my husband's sweatpants, and my Carhartt hat on, but there's nothing better than planting seeds and being cozy at the same time. Today here in Zone 5B, we are doing my March 11th sowings. Now, this is an experiment because I went to my local garden center and they had these seed trays, they're 50-cell seed trays, pre-filled. Never seen that for sale before, so I'm trying it. Usually I moisten my seed starting mix in my big green tray and then put it in, but if I can make this work, saves me some time. So we'll see how they do. This was really cheap, at least in my areas. These were $7 a piece. So we're trying for me. For your reference, my last frost date is April 30th. So I'm planting all these seeds I'm planting today based on that date. Make sure to adjust for your last frost date. This is also a friendly reminder, if you've been watching my videos for a while now, I would appreciate a subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And if you're new, feel free to subscribe as well to follow along with all things garden. Let's do this, friends. I'm going to quickly run over the varieties that I'm starting today. This is going to be a little faster than usual, so this video isn't forever long. We've got Gomphrena or Globe Amaranth, Strawberry Fields. Strawflowers, we have Saltine Mix, Purple Red, Copper Red, and Scarlet. Then we have Mahagony Splendor Hibiscus. Because Mahogany Splendor Hibiscus gets so big so quickly, I'm starting those in 4-inch cans here instead. We have Aster, Matsumoto Apricot, Tower Chamois, Lady Coral Lavender, Valkyrie Brunhilde Chamois, and Scabiosa or pincushion flower. We have Fire King, Fama White, and Black Knight. Okay, I think the best approach is going to be to go through and moisten the soil from the top using this spray pressure mister, and then I'll go through and plant the seedlings. Feels funny not having my hands dirty beforehand. So we'll pump, pump, pump. And I'm gonna go fairly wet here because this wasn't pre-moistened at all. And some of you may be thinking, well, how do you know what kind of seed starting mix they used if they use seed starting mix? I can tell it's seed starting mix because of the texture and how thick it is. It's pretty light, which is usually seed starting mix. And they had this for sale right underneath it. And this is my favorite seed starting mix that I've used so far. So I'm hoping it's this. Now I am going to plant my Gomphrena and my Strawflower in the same flat because they have similar growing needs. So Globe Amaranth or Gomphrena needs to be germinated between 70 and 78 degrees, and Strawflower needs to be germinated between 70 and 75 degrees. So they're both going to be on heat mats, and they both barely need to be covered with anything. Globe Amaranth or Gomphrena says that it needs to be covered with 1/8 of a medium, which is pretty much nothing. I'll just put vermiculite on top. And the Strawflower needs light to germinate, so it doesn't need to be covered at all. I'll just put a light dusting of vermiculite. Here we go. There's 50 seeds in the Gomphrena, so I'm going to do half the tray in Gomphrena and the other half Strawflowers. Here's the Gomphrena. I'm gonna come through and put 1 to 2 in each cell. Counted this tray. Hey Google, what's 12 times 4?
12 times 4 is 48.
Okay, 48, close enough. Again, 1 to 2 in each cell. Oh, I forgot to label. Okay, gotta do that right after this. A pea-sized memory will not remember further than that. Garden marker so it doesn't rub off. Oh, Strawberry Fields Gomphrena. And the date on the back. Let's pop those in so we don't forget. Oh, don't want to label the wrong thing. Saltine Mix. I went backwards here. That was silly. It's fine. I'll have to make another label. Someone's on the Hot Mess Express today, huh? Now I'm gonna come in and use vermiculite. I can go a little heavier on the Gomphrena side because it wants to be covered with 1/8 of an inch. And I'll go lighter on the Strawflower side because it needs light to germinate. And if you're new to vermiculite, the purpose of vermiculite is that it helps with moisture control and also helps prevent algae, which can grow on your soil if it's too moist or too wet. Here we are. You can see the difference between the heavier side that can be covered and the lighter side that needs light to germinate. That's about the difference that I do. And I'm gonna water these guys in one more time just because the soil wasn't pre-moistened like I usually do it. Part of the experiment, but I wanna make sure it'll have a lot of humidity once I get that dome on there so these babies can germinate. So I'm gonna fly through these next ones. I'm going to put the Scabiosa and the Aster together because they have similar growing conditions. The Scabiosa wants to germinate between 65 and 70 degrees, and the Aster wants to germinate between 70 and 72. So they'll be good in the same tray. The Aster wants to be 1/8 of an inch deep, so hardly covered, and the Scabiosa does not want to be covered. It needs light to germinate. So those are all things that are close enough to go in the same tray. Also, because of the temperature they want to germinate at, I don't necessarily have to have a heating mat underneath these. The place they're going sets right around, actually a little higher, 72. So they'll be fine without a heating mat. I still think you could if you wanted to speed up germination a little bit, but it might even be better not to because their temperature is ideally right around 70. Unless, of course, you're in a space that's much colder than that, then for sure, use that heating mat. And the Mahagony Splendor Hibiscus wants to germinate between 70 and 76 degrees, so this will go on a heating mat, and also, like I said before, using around a 4-inch can, starting immediately with some seed starting mix, because they get so big so fast, and then I won't have to pop them up to go out into the garden bed. I'll get through these quickly on my own, and then I'll be back and show you where we're gonna put these under the grow lights. And we're back. I got all of those planted. I'm gonna take you downstairs to see them under the grow lights in a second, but first, I have a new favorite seed. Check out that color, electric blue. It's the coolest seed I've ever seen. Maybe I'm the last person in the world to know that they look like that, but I thought that was pretty cool. You want electric blue seeds? Go get you some Matsumoto Apricot Aster. All right, now we're downstairs with the grow light. I've got them all set up and tucked away here, and there's a heating mat on this level as well. Let's check out the temperature gauge. I've got it set to 72, we're at 71.6, so we're warming up. And here's a peek in at the Mahogany Splendor Hibiscus. I'm improvising and using a Johnny's cover humidity dome on them, but they're in their 4-inch pots, and hopefully those will grow beautifully. My other two are right around here. The thing I didn't think about with these pre-made seed trays that I bought at the garden center is they don't come with a bottom tray or a humidity dome. However, my Jiffy humidity domes fit perfectly on them, so that's a plus. And I had an extra bottom tray here, so this is the only one that doesn't have one yet, and I can go out and buy one of those quickly. So they're tucked away. I'm happy about that. My March 11th sowings are done. I hope that was helpful, and we'll see how this experiment goes with these with these pre-soiled cell trays. And that's it today, guys. I hope this was helpful and something new that you haven't seen before. I've never seen pre-soiled seeding trays, so we'll see how they do. And I'm off to work on a raised bed project. Big project coming up at my in-laws' house. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you in the next one. Happy planting. Bye.